Hello, 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 hello. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this set up. Welcome to Nosy Bystanders TV. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. We're just gonna get right into these videos because, child, we're gonna talk about Miss y'all good friend, Coach Stormy, because it's about time that we get to this absolute mess. Mm. Let's see who's all in the building. Let's see who's all in the building. Welcome. Let me see. Oh wow, y'all coming in hot. Okay, hold on. Let me scooch over. All right. We have Cammy on the go. Hey, Cammy on the go. What's up, Chris? What's up, Queen Shell? How you doing? That's me. I said, don't be ignorant. Smash that like button. Please do. It's a very interesting show today. We got a lot to talk about. We were not here yesterday because we were getting some stuff done, but we do have a very interesting show because, of course, as two Mondays and Tuesdays always go. It's always something ghetto. What's up, Missy? What's up, Just Boogie? What's up, Mysterious by Nature? Hello, where's the tea? Hello, beautifully yours. Hello, Jazzy. How you doing? What's up, Sherelle? Hello, Mary. Mary says, hello, everybody. What's up, Ro? What's up, Desiree? How you doing, girl? This is from Lady Lovelace says, good evening, y'all. Well, good evening to yourself. Miss Carol B, hello. This is from Maria. Hello, Maria. Says, this better be a long How you gonna tell me how long the live gonna be? But okay, that's all right. Chris again said, what's up, nosy peeps? We have AC in the building. Renata, hello, Renata. Hello, delightful D. How you doing? Hello, Veronica. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Hive Zone. I've never seen you here before, but welcome. Welcome in the building. Was it our Virgil? Hello, Roof. Hello, Lolly no pop. Lolly no pop. Oh, Lolly no pop. What's up? Hello, Miss Harper. Hello, Monica. Y'all smash the like button on your way in. Don't be a bunch of ignorant ass niggas. Okay, so let's get into this story first. So I want to talk about Coach Stormy because I feel like she's going to be a bit of the meat and potatoes. And I have to let you guys know now that, please, trigger warning, I'm going to be swearing. Okay, not Coach Stormy, myself, because we already did a tiny mini series 4 or 5 months ago here on YouTube about Coach Stormy and how she uses this sort of idealized thinking in order to seep into the brains of her target. I don't want to say victims, but I mean, I just want to be realistic about Coach Stormy, you guys. She is a bona fide, like, smooth talker. She is a bona fide smooth talker. She is a bona fide smooth talker. And that is how she has been able to amass herself into, I guess, the lifestyle that she has, right? Amassing so much money and large diamond rings and all that other good jazz, which we certainly don't care about. But when we have to think about the people who get hurt and or harmed financially or even mentally by this woman, we have to take that into account, right? So we did a series on her, on Coach Stormy, and we were talking about how her target audience is mentally weak people, specifically women, because Coach Stormy is considered what is to be called a self-help guru, and there is no regulation in self-help. If somebody gives you advice about how to better your life, the federal government doesn't just step in and be like, you're wrong. The federal government doesn't do that. The federal government is just like, it's self-help. If you want it, take it. If you don't, oh well. So that's how there's these self-help people seem to weasel their way into society, specifically Coach Stormy. If shy away from anybody trying to have like these retreats or these, coachathons, or you get on a dating profile, they call themselves a motivational speaker. Motivate me to do what? So always be leery about these people. But the reason why we're talking about Coach Stormy is because a couple of days ago, she had posted this now viral video that I'm going to play for you guys here if you missed it, to add a little bit of context. So give me one moment. Let me pull it up on my screen, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit play. But let me get to the comments first, because I like to get to the comments. This from April. April says, hit that like button on your way in. Cammy on the go says, we all need self-help. We do to an extent. Okay. We need self help to an extent. And let me explain to you what that means, because that's a really valid point, right? Like, we all need self help. Yeah, to an extent, right? We need self help, but we don't need to be charging each other hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get it. You shouldn't be charging people hundreds of thousands of dollars to help them. And also, you shouldn't do it in a demonstrative way that makes them feel bad about themselves. Yeah, and that's a problem, because a lot of people need self-help. They usually need it after a relationship, after a divorce, getting into a business venture, quitting a long-term job, or just soul searching or what have you. But individuals like Coach Stormy are wildly, wildly, wildly popular, but they can be potentially dangerous for your mental health. Okay. So let me play this video for you, because I really want to get into the details of it. Okay.
You couldn't even pay me to do this. They put this on my plate. I will not. No, I don't do what they do. I do what I do. I'm the visionary. I'm the leader. But I would never eat a plate that looked like this. You couldn't even pay me $1 million to do that to myself. Oh my God. And I deserve better than that. That's low vibration. And you took it. I would have been like, I'm playing like that. I tell you what I want. You don't tell me what I want. So my thought process is, if you put it on my plate, but I don't have to eat it, I got the distance. I won't even look at it and that make you look bad. I'm a queen. Queen's plate from like. If we used to have two plates, we play together, and so who's royalty? They would say this person. I agree. That's a good way. This is serious my shit. Yeah, because it's a lot of people that just let people give them what they want them to have, and they accept it. And Storm is teaching me right now. Yeah. Coach Storm is teaching me, don't accept what they put on your.
So that's what she said, right? Don't accept what they put on your plate, which in reality, right? In reality, that's a good premise. That's a good premise. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on one second. Yeah, so in reality, that's a good idea, except when it's harming someone. You understand what I mean? Except when it's harming someone, right? Like, don't accept what's on your plate. But the way that Coach Stormy does it, it's so, I don't know. I feel like it's just really demonstratively, it's like it's mean. It's like mean girl behavior. It's like mean girl behavior. And I don't quite understand why it is that people would accept. Like, okay, I understand the premise, right? Don't accept what people give you. I got that, right? Like, don't accept what people give you, especially if you don't want it. But the way that she went about explaining that whole premise, like, that's low vibrational. That's not a royalty plate. That's not royalty. Let me tell you something about Coach Stormy. Let me tell you something about Coach Stormy that most people are probably not going to tell you. Let me tell you something about Coach Stormy that most people are not going to tell you. Coach Stormy is low vibrational. Coach Stormy is low vibrational. Do you know how I know that? Because only somebody who is vibrating at a low frequency would recognize someone else vibrating at a low frequency. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. There is something to what we do here at the Nosy Bystanders when we have to go and pull up all these stories for you. We have to operate at a low vibration. That's the only way you're going to get the story. If I only focused on high vibrational content, it would all be cat videos. Okay? Because it's positive and it puts you at a good frame of mind. I have an understanding that I have to vibrate at a low frequency to be able to pull up this grit and grime to deliver to you guys. I know that. I'm very, very aware of that. But Coach Stormy attempting to pretend that she's not low vibrational, It's laughable at this point because I recognize it and y'all recognize it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are operating at a low vibration, but you gotta bring yourself down to be able to catch what she was putting down. Does that make sense? Coach Stormy is one of the worst. Like when I did that story on her a few months ago, is one of the probably the most gross, disgusting people I had ever done research on in my life. I mean, the way that she would talk about women, and she doesn't even talk about women in the sense of like, you need to do better. I'm going to give you advice. She is guttural when she does it. She goes to hell when she goes after and attacks a person. And the way and the language that she used to the woman at the barbecue told me immediately this woman is on this retreat. Coach Stormy does a ton of research into the people who pay those $5, $10, $15,000 to go to her retreats and her events. Because in order to be able to milk that cow, she has to be able to get down to your level. And that woman was leaning on to Coach Stormy because she knows that she wants to be like her, or she wants to have proximity to what Coach Stormy has. So Coach Stormy knows that that woman is operating at a low vibration. So she takes herself down there and then points it out and makes that woman feel self-conscious. I guarantee you that woman probably didn't eat for the rest of that entire event. But that's all in the game, because whatever Coach Stormy does, it's a game. And if you continue to allow yourselves to take advice from people like her, you're exactly where you belong. You're exactly where you belong. If you think that advice from personal advice from Coach Stormy is just so profound that you just have to engulf yourself with her. There's nothing profound about her. She's nothing but a smooth talking used car salesman. And y'all need to quit eating it up. But let's get into this other portion of this video, because you guys remember a couple of months back, her daughter had actually come out and discussed that her mother's nature of being, right? So I want to play a little bit of the snippet from this video for you here, because I think it's really important to listen to what her own daughter had to say about her. Okay.
The show no more. Long story short, I was in the show. Whatever. Me and my mom, we talk. We're working on our relationship. We're cool and all this other stuff. Then we have this meeting. Long story.
I'm gonna play it from the beginning. Okay. Here we go.
All I know is, and y'all will see it on the show, I am not doing this for the show. Whatever I was on, I came to Miami to number one move, to number one work on my relationship with my mom, and boom, I ended up being in the show. I said I wasn't doing the show no more. Long story short, I was in the show. Whatever. Me and my mom, we talk. We're working on our relationship. We're cool and all this other stuff. Then we have this meeting. Long story short, we get into it. Y'all will see that later. Whatever. We get into it. I leave in the car. Boss lady comes to talk to me. India, everybody's talking to me. Boss lady's one of the people. She kept saying, like, Manaya, I want to go talk to you. I want to go on a car ride with you so I can talk to you. And boss lady even called me on my birthday and I'm not taking nobody's sides. I'm not doing it. I'm just telling y'all what it is, bro. She literally said she wants to talk to me. She want to go on a drive with me to talk to me because I'm helping her with her relationship and her daughter. Her and her daughter is working on their relationship as well. So people always say stuff to me and they don't really mean it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, boss lady just want to take me on a ride. She just saying that because we're filming and the camera's right there. She don't really mean it. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, one ear out the other. Then I go home. I go to my mom's house. Boss lady's like, hey, Manaya, me and my daughter, India, we're about to go get some hookah and get some food. You should come with us. So in my head, I'm like, oh, shoot. She really is inviting me. Like, okay, I guess I gotta go. Let me go. Like, I really, I want to go. Then I'm parlaying a little bit. Then India's like, what you want to eat? We're about to order your food. So I'm like, okay, they serious. I gotta go. So I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, I'm like, Trent, come with me. I don't want to go by myself. So we go to the restaurant with my mom. Not my mom. We go to the restaurant. Me, Trent, it's India, boss, Bianca and her daughter. And we're all eating, you know, doing a little hookah, all this other stuff real quick. And we ended up leaving. Me and Trent got there late as hell anyways. So we end up going back to the house. Next thing you know, Trent calling me the next day, basically saying whatever happened with him, my mama, they got snapped. He got snapped on all this other stuff. I don't know. All I know is my mother called me, okay? And she said, I just want to be very clear to you or pass the message down to you if nobody else did. You are not to be in my room and you are not to drive my cars or something like that. You're not to be in my room. You're not supposed to drive my cars. And she was like, and I want you to move out. I'm like, I never moved in the first place. But she was like, you know, like basically go. So I was just like, okay. And that's when I text her. So why she kicked me out and told me to leave her house, I do not completely know. Okay. I'm assuming it's because I went to the hookah place with them. I don't know. So it's just like,
let me say this. First of all, thank you very much, St. West, for the super chat. Says, okay, somebody let them curls loose. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So I want to just, before I finish playing the rest of this video, this, if you guys know, this Coach Stormy's daughter. I don't know if they still have a relationship with one another. I'm not entirely sure. I tried to look it up. I didn't really find much on her daughter ever since this taping of, or this live stream she did on Instagram. But I do know that you guys would have to go back. You got to circle back 5 months ago, right here on YouTube. We actually did a series. It's about 35 minutes long on Coach Stormy, her business venture and all that other stuff. And kind of like the psychology behind Coach Stormy. So we took a different turn, right? I know there's tons of people who have been scammed by Coach Stormy, but allegedly, but I wanted to take a different spin because a lot of people wanted me to talk about her, and I want to take a different spin on, like, how does she even get into this, right? Like, how does it work? How do so many people get sucked into her? It's because she's got a strong pimp tongue. Okay, she is a pimp. I don't care what no one says. She's got the gift of the gab. But what a lot of people don't understand is that Coach Stormy also has a very deteriorated relationship with her daughter because Coach Stormy is incredibly competitive. And even when you're incredibly competitive, that also includes your children. So to have an incredibly competitive person, then in turn have an incredibly beautiful daughter who is a splice of her and 20 years younger, that's competition, right? That's competition. That's straight. Someone is calling the tip line. So, y'all always calling the tip line. But we have a voicemail set up, so I'm sure they left us a message. But yeah, so I think, in my personal opinion, not fact, but opinion, I think that Coach Stormy, the reason why she's so demonstratively mean to her daughter is because it's her competition. They're in competition together, you know? That's so sick. Yeah, you're right. Let's finish playing this video. Let me blow the screen up and let's get back into it.
It's your mom, though. Don't team up with the ops. I'm not teaming up with nobody. I clearly said I didn't pick nobody's side. I'm telling y'all what the fuck happened. And that's how me and her are not talking now. Usually after we get into an argument, I leave her house. I'm the first person to leave. Go back to my house or go get a hotel or go to a friend's house. I leave. This time I did not leave. I stayed. I'm like, okay, we working on our relationship. Let's do something different. Usually you leave, Manaya. Why would you leave this time? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay at the house. Anna even said, Manaya, you need to stay at the house anyways. Like, I don't understand. Like, and that's what really happened. So y'all saying don't team up. I'm telling y'all my truth. The same way she want to get on live and tell y'all everything, I'm going to tell y'all stuff too. I'm not taking up for nobody. I'm not picking nobody's side. I'm picking my side. I'm picking Manaya's side. And I'm telling y'all what happened for Manaya, for my sake. So y'all could stop whatever she's been getting on here saying every day. I don't know. I'm just going based off of what y'all are telling me and what y'all are DMing me. That's what the hell happened, bro. I don't know what else she could possibly have told me to leave for. I don't know. That's exactly what happened. I'm not like, I don't care. Like, realistically, let's be very, very real. And I'm pretty sure the producers and all that from the show are on the live at this point. I'm not doing this for no sake of no show. I'm not doing this for this to be a good show. I am doing this for myself. I am 21 years old. No disrespect, but I have a lot of life to live. I have way more opportunities to come, okay? I'm not 40-something, 50-something, in my late 30s. This is my last opportunity. I have so many more opportunities to come my way. I don't care. I want it to be a good show, cool, but I'm not doing this for the sake of the show. I don't care what ends up happening. I'm speaking for myself. Like, I have a lot of stuff already going on, bro. Like, I feel like my brother's not even talking to me because I'm talking to her. And it's like, I completely understand. When you want a way with...
Hold on one second. I want to read to this comment. This is from Uplift TV. Said this is old. They rekindled their relationship. Now we understand that this is old. And also too, one, I don't think I've ever seen you here. So this is not about playing old stuff. This is about adding context to the ideology of Coach Stormy. So if you're new here, just sit back and listen. This is not the tea that you are probably accustomed to. It's a little bit different. So try not to pay attention to the timeline of when something was released. Try to pay attention to the pattern that we are trying to point out. Okay?
It just that you're willing to not talk to nobody who's associated to that. And I feel like that's what my brother did to me. I'm not bringing him into this because he don't speak on nothing at all, but I'm just telling y'all, like, y'all don't know the half of what I go through. Like, when I got back to Miami, we really did start off on a good path. I'm like, okay, no, we didn't even start off on a good path. That's bullshit. She picked me up from the airport with cameras. Let's be real. But I thought, okay, we were really gonna, like, you know, work on some stuff, work on our relationship. She helped me in the way that she can to transition from LA to Miami. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my mom definitely did her part with that. Thank you. But other than that, like, it's like, was that the cost for me to do what you need me to do? Like, well, what was that about for real, realistically? Were you genuinely trying to help me, or that was like the cost? Like, so that's it, y'all. I'm not talking about it no more. No more. But what I was not about to do was to sit back and not say nothing. Yes, I feel bad about this because at the end of the day, that's my mom. It is. That's my mom. We're going to be good again one day, maybe just not today. But I'm not about to sit here and let her do whatever she do. Like, at the end of the day, Daryl, Boss, India, Bianca, all of them, like, don't put me in the category of what y'all have going on. Like, that's different. Y'all got business stuff and friend stuff going on. That's a whole different category. I am your daughter. Don't speak on me how you speak on them. Like, that's not cool. That's whack. Like,
pay attention to what she just said. Don't speak on me like you speak on them, right? Like this whole guttural way. I remember, like we just talked about 20 minutes ago, that Coach Stormy talks to people in this guttural way because she knows how to hit them where it hurts. That's why she's so good at tearing people down. And because she has money, power, and privilege, she's able to wield people in her to do what she wants, right? Like the person stated earlier, they rekindle their relationship. Yeah, because Coach Stormy is the money machine, right? We're talking about her 21-year-old daughter who is still breaking into whatever industry she's going to get into, whether it be, whatever. I don't know what her daughter does, but her mother has all these like very high power connections. So of course she's going to rekindle her relationship with her mother. Why not? And she also knows that her daughter is very emotional. When was the last time you saw Coach Stormy cry? Yeah, I thought so.
You don't do that to your child. Y'all keep texting, she loves you, she loves you, she loves you. Yes, that's my mom. I'm sure she loves me, but she got a very, very weird way of showing it. And y'all keep saying, how did this all come from selling detox? See, y'all are out. Y'all like, I'm not speaking for everybody, but some of y'all is not all the way clicking up there. This ain't got nothing to do with T. This ain't got nothing to do with the owner of the company. This ain't got nothing to do with the Nutriverse.
Yes, do you hear what she's saying? She said it's not clicking for y'all because y'all so concerned about money and power. You're not even hearing what she's saying. My mom's a pimp who uses people's emotional states against them to wield what she wants. And y'all over here talking about some goddamn tea and detox powder. They not even listening. They not even listening because everybody wants to be Stormy. So they are going to do their best to propagate whatever message Stormy has. They're not even listening to her. She's like, y'all, this ain't about no tea. Y'all, let's just roll. Let's just finish this out.
What I'm talking about. And I feel real, I'm not gonna lie, I feel lame as fuck doing this. And I'm cursing, y'all heard me. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I've been cursing since my fast started. I'm not gonna lie. So that whole fast, I'm working on it. I might have to extend it for the rest of my life. But I have, since I started my fast, I've been cursing real bad. I just been more aware. Like I'll say a curse word and I'll be like, oh shoot, let me go pray. I wasn't supposed to say that. Usually I'll curse and not care. Now I be more aware of my cursing. Yes, I don't need nobody's advice, honestly.
She's right. She's right. And I think a lot of that went over a lot of people's heads. Welcome everybody who just joined us to Nosy Bystanders live show. I took my ponytail out, but yeah, Coach Stormy is a mess. And also I noticed a lot of you were sending me some posts from the Shade Room. Basically, when the Shade Room posts you, it means that they want the internet to attack you. They are the ones creating the messaging, and they want the internet to eat you alive. And that means that the Shade Room has broke all ties with Coach Stormy, because I can promise you a couple months ago, they was definitely posting on her NutriBurst garbage. So now that the Shade Room has decided to cut ties with her, it's over. Coach Stormy's reign has ended. It has. If you're not a member of the Potter's House, there's no protection from the Shade Room. Okay? If you're not a member of the Potter's House, there is zero protection from the Shade Room. Shade Room will eat you alive. So Coach Stormy, better get yourself a membership with Bishop T.D. Jakes. It's a shame. It is. It's a shame. She is a terrible, terrible, terrible person in my personal opinion. And she, hello, Jessica. And she definitely needs, this is the time where it's time for people to wake up. And my message is to you individuals who probably are not watching this, or probably watching it because, you know, you're curious about Coach Stormy. You need to wake up. Just before we get to our next story, because we got a couple more stories I want to get into. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to stop spending your hard-earned money on people like Coach Stormy, who's not giving you any valid advice. That's why you keep giving her your money. You need to wake up and need to look in your inner self and decide how it is you're going to navigate through life. I promise you, it's not with the help of Coach Stormy, and it's not with anything that she's trying to sell you. You need to wake up and you need to start trusting in yourself. Stop second guessing stuff. If you don't know, just do it and see if it sticks or not. If you have to question everything you do in regards to how you spend money, or if you're going to start a business, or if you're going to get married, or if you're going to have that baby, or if you're going to move to another state, stop relying on the advice of Coach Stormy to see it through. Just trust your gut. And if you don't know how to trust your gut, just fucking do it. And if you fail, so what? So what? So you failed. Okay. The world's not going to end. You're going to feel bad for a little bit, but the world's not going to end. But stop waiting till you have amassed a really good, sizable income and then decide you want to take a woman's retreat with Coach Stormy. Don't do that. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your energy. She is a snake in the grass, and she will suck you dry for everything you have. And when you're broke, she won't be there to pick you up. Okay? She won't be there to pick you up. So just trust in yourself. That's the best advice I can give you. And hell, that's free. And this video stay up. So it's free and you can listen to it as much as you like. Okay. You can listen to it as much as you like. But my advice to you guys is like, just Just fucking do it. And stop waiting for everybody across the internet to give you advice to do it. No Coach Stormies, none of those self-help love gurus, none of those people. Just do it already. Like, just do it. I know people get sick of hearing that. It's like, okay, but how do I do it? Just fucking do it. Just try. Just try. Stop watching these people's live videos, live streams, morning talks. Stop taking advice from single people on relationships, and stop taking advice from people like Coach Stormy on money and finances when her money and finances is predicated on you. It's not the advice you want to take. If everything that comes out of her mouth is because you wrote her a check for $10,000 for that woman's retreat, that's not advice. That's not financial literacy. Just do it, okay? Just do it. Go on that date, and when you're ready to date, and go do something that you wanted to do, and just stop waiting for other people to give you advice to do it, or you're gonna just die wishing you didn't give Coach Stormy your last $50,000 in retreats and advice and books and all that other stuff. You're just going to wish you did it. So my advice to you, just do it. Okay. Act like Nike. In other news, let's get over to our good friend this way, Candace Owens and Kanye West. Now, if you didn't know, Kanye West had a season 9 show, runway show, and he and Candace Owens wore this shirt that says White Lives Matter. And I don't know everybody had their thoughts on it, but I'm going to give you my thoughts because, one, I actually possess a degree in political science. And yes, I flex it all the time because it costs me a lot of money. Okay. And two, Candace Owens discusses politics, which she has no fucking business doing because she, again, has no realm or information about the realm of U.S. government policy, sanctions, foreign policy, UN, NGOs, non-NGOs. She has no frame of reference to be discussing politics. And somehow you ignorant coons keep letting her do it. And those racist white people keep propagating her to where she is now. And then and I'm going to tell you right now, this video is not going to be monetized for a number of reasons, because I'm really fucking tired of getting on the internet and having to mince my words just to make sure I stay within the guidelines on YouTube. Go suck my dick. I'm really just about sick of these two fucking coons. That one and that one. I'm really fucking tired of people pretending they have a foundational understanding about politics and then get on the internet and start talking politics and then amassing this crazy wealth from ignorance. Do you know how in-depth political science is? Do you know how many different facets of political science there are when it comes to classical liberalism and neoconservatude and things of that nature? And there's so many different facets of political science. And then we keep letting these nappy-headed bitches get on the fucking internet and talk about politics because she knows. She doesn't know shit. She didn't even show up to Politicon for 4 years because she didn't want to debate anybody. Literally didn't want to debate any fucking body because she was afraid that she would look stupid. Do you know how we know this? Because she sent a voice note to Kyle Kalinske when he asked if he could debate her at Politicon. She said, I'm not entirely sure if I know the full parameter of what it is you're going to discuss. So I don't know if I'd be comfortable debating, because she can't debate. Having a foundational understanding of politics is important. Being a coon for white people is a whole nother story. Okay. So Kanye West goes to his season 9 runway show and he has this shirt on and he's standing next to this nappy-headed ass coon, right? So then he takes to Instagram, and let me pull up that Instagram post here because of course, it's just going to be a bunch of just cockamamie bullshit. But here we go any goddamn way, because I'm so fucking tired of having to talk about Kanye West saying more ignorant political stuff. I could care less if he talks about Kim. I could care less if he talks about his kids. I could care less if he talks about fashion or Adidas. But when Kanye West continues to talk about political science, I have to step up and say something. Okay. I personally have to step up and say something because it's only a few niggas with a degree in political science, and we might as well say something. So Kanye West says, and if you can't read it, don't worry, I'll read it for you. He posts and he says, I wonder what Gigi and Venus perspectives were when I didn't know where my children was on her birthday. I don't know who Gigi or Venus are. And then he says, Gabby, who again, I don't know who that is, told me that she disagreed with that. And that's me putting it in a nice way. She said it was on her group chats. So why did everyone feel free to attack me about my t-shirt? I'm assuming he's talking about the t-shirt with the White Lives Matter on it. He says, but Candace was the only public figure to say that it was wrong for the Kardashians to keep me from seeing my daughter, or we just chime in when we want to tear a Black woman down for actually having a different political opinion. And for all the audience so outraged about my shirts, where was you when I couldn't see my kids? I went to the public in hope of public support at that time. Gigi Hadid, got you. Thank you very much, Minnesota Mandy. So let's just break this statement down. And then you see Candace Owens in his comment section, cooning as usual. Candace says, my bigger question is Gigi is whether or not she felt it was bullying when Pete had your children's names carved into his neck and was walking around with that after 6 minutes of dating Kim. I like Gigi. Excited to see that she's weighing in on, I don't know what that means. Okay. So we don't care. We don't care that. Here's the truth about Candace Owens. She's not a conservative. I'm going to make that abundantly clear. Candace Owens is, oh, I'm sorry, I missed somebody's super chat. Let me get to this. Thank you very much for your super sticker, St. Hudson. It definitely supports the show, honey. Thank you very much. So Candace Owens is not a conservative. I'm going to say it one more time. Candace Owens is not a conservative. Candace Owens does not care about white lives. Not when she's gargling her husband's dick, okay? Candace Owens doesn't care about white people. Candace Owens knows that she makes an incredible amount of money sucking white men's dicks at CPAC conferences. Okay? So let's just keep it a buck. I'm so tired of people like, oh, it's a difference of political opinion. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because people who have real differences in political opinions debate. People who have real differences in political opinions debate. That's why presidents debate, because their stance is real. That's why governors and gubernatorial elections debate, because their stance is real. That's why senators debate. That's why your House of Representative members debate. That's why your state representatives debate. That's why your state senators debate. That's why your mayors debate. That's why your Congress people debate. That's why your fucking comptroller debates, and your sheriff and your prosecutor and the judges who run for office, because they have a real difference in political opinions. Candace Owens doesn't have a real difference in political opinions. She is simply milking this gravy train because it is wildly successful and popular. I promise you, Candace Owens goes home at night and probably cries herself to sleep. She knows that she doesn't have a leg to stand on. As far as Kanye West, it's the same thing. So if you guys don't have an understanding of it, fashion is just an artistic expression. That's it. It's just an artistic expression. Kanye West stated it here. And because we're really good at reading celebrity statements, listen to what he says. He says, or are we just going to chime in and tear down a Black woman? Now, notice what he says there. He's actually separating himself from Candace Owens. He's actually listen, he said, Or are we just going to tear down, a Black man for actually having a difference in political opinion? So he's separating himself from Candace Owens in that statement. He didn't say Black people with a difference of political opinion. He said a Black man. That's unusual. You're like, well, Steph, that means nothing. No, it means everything. What he's playing, again, is called identity politics, right? So instead of talking about the meat and potatoes as to why he will wear a shirt that says White Lives Matter, and does Kanye actually fundamentally believe that Black Lives Matter, he's basically saying, I'm a Black man. Why are you tearing me down? But he also separates himself from Candace Owens. I'm really sick and tired of these coons. I'm really sick and tired of these coons pretending that we give a fuck about their political opinions and white lives. We know that white lives matter. We also know that Black lives matter too. And we know that that phrase was only drummed up to offer division and Black people actually standing together. He knows we know that. But what he does is he plays identity politics because it's free and easy. And it's disingenuous. That's what he does. That's what he does. Listen, we're not talking about Kanye West again. We could talk about him musically. We could talk about how adorable his children are. We could talk about his next joint ventures and music, but we're not talking about Kanye West and politics because the two don't go together. We're damn sure not going to talk about Candace Owens being a nappy-headed coon, because she is nappy-headed. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. With burnt, crisp ends, because no one ever taught her how to perm her hair properly. We're never talking about Candace Owens again on this platform. I'm telling you this right now. I hope she chokes on her husband's dick. I hope she twists both her ankles. I hope when the United States falls into civil war that they put her on the podium first. And by podium, I mean guillotine. Yeah, I said that. She's a detriment to white people. Not us, because we've already sailed her across the seas a long time ago. Candace Owens doesn't go to the barbecue and she's not invited to the cookout, okay? She's a detriment to white people and they don't even know it yet. Because if you think she turned her back on her own identity that she actually looks like, right? She identifies as Black because she's Black. Imagine what she's going to do to white people when she gets the chance to turn her back on them. So that's it. That's the Kanye West story that I wanted to discuss, but I wanted to get into some other tea because, child, we just going, okay? We just going to let it ride, okay? Let's get into this story here because this is an interesting story. I told y'all we got a lot to talk about today, honey. We got a lot to talk about. Let me get to the comment section because I know y'all like, Steph, what did you talk about? Let's just scroll to the top, okay? This is from Kathy. Kathy says, Chief is not playing tonight. DC said, tell it, girl. I'm trying to. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, you guys. Virgil says, they are models, friends of the Kardashian family. Got you. Thank you so much. This is from Shannon said, who stole your bike today? My bike? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. A Creative K said facts. This is from Yada says, whoa. The Pope? Screaming. Y'all crack me up. Y'all crack me up. Y'all crack me up. Yeah, we got stories today, y'all. We got stuff to discuss. Okay, let's get into P. Diddy. I haven't watched this video yet because y'all already know how much I hate the Breakfast Club. I haven't watched this video yet, so let's get into it, okay?
Is Diddy, Sean Combs, I never took nothing from nobody a day in my life. All I've ever given is opportunity and more money than a person was making. So when I hear like, or I see things and I'm like, wow, this vibe that they got on me, like I'm Big Red or something. I came here, I had to open up the doors.
So you're saying you don't steal from artists, is what you're saying?
Never.
So how does a narrative like that happen with so many different people?
Because people have this thing called the tap out button. When you get to a certain point and the money is running low, you gotta run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame.
Let me pause it. Let me pause it. Mr. P. Diddy Sean Love Combs. What? I can't even. Be for real. Definitely awkward. Definitely awkward. Ciao. Apartment wife says Carisha was probably coaching him on what to say. Yeah, she's probably underneath the table lotioning his ankles. That's what I was about to say, Jerica, and I'm glad you said it. She said he tried the band, Mace, and so many other artists. Listen, y'all know how I feel about Charlamagne the God. I cannot take Charlamagne the God, but he does have a good point. He said, well, then where does his reputation come from? And why do so many people keep saying that? Well, so many people keep saying it because it's true. There's some validity behind it, right? Every time you come in contact with an artist, they're either broke or who knows, you know what I mean? Like there's truth behind that, right? You're doing something with these artists' money. They're either not getting it, somehow they're only getting one album, somehow they're not like getting their royalties. What's happening, Diddy? What's going on? So when you have this rumor circulating that Bad Boy Records is bad for artists, that's why he hasn't signed any new artists, because people know that all he's going to do is swallow them whole, which is crazy because you know what I mean? It's crazy. This from Saint Hudson says, I hope he stubs his pinky toe on the coffee table every time he passes. Thank you for the super chat. I hope he does too, Saint Hudson. I hope he does too. This is from Minnesota Mandy says, more money, more problems. No, he ain't got no problems. They don't got it. But let's continue. Let me roll that footage, okay? Diddy a mess.
You know what I'm saying? I have all my receipts. And so we are going to do a special, a retrospective with all the artists, and we're going to get this narrative clear. You know, just in general, the Mace thing, Hold
the phone. So you're telling me you're going to get all of these artists together with your receipts? Or are you going to bully them into doing it? Because you can't seem to be able to pick up a new artist because you have a bad reputation. So what do you need receipts for what do you need receipts for if what you're saying, the narrative you're saying is true? What do you need receipts for? For what? What are the receipts for? And why do you need if you have the receipts, right? Catch what he said. I have the receipts and we're going to do a special with all the artists. If you have the receipts, why do you need the other artists? Why do you need the artists to be there? You got the receipts. Bingo. Because I know for a fact Biggie ain't showing up. Or you have a hologram of Biggie? You have a hologram of I'm just, this is when this Carol says, well, Biggie, Black Rob, and Craig Mack has passed on. Yeah. So you got their receipts. Are they gonna all show up as holograms? Diddy, let's get back into Diddy's. He bugging. He bugging. Let me just hit play.
I did one album with Mace. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album? And then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people. And then y'all gonna let him throw dirt on the God's name?
Not him calling Mace I didn't watch this clip, y'all. Not him calling Mace a scamming preacher. Child. Not the fake pastor. Mace better sue him. That's slander. That is slander. You cannot say that. You have. Where's the allegedly? Diddy. Let's get back into this clip. Oh my word. You got to pause it every time.
I wrote each and every one, and each and everybody could come and step up. Bring your receipts. But I'm not playing. I'm back outside and I'm fighting back for us. And I'm also do a little fighting back for me. You know what I'm saying? So
how much money does, and I'm just throwing this out, how much money does somebody like a Mace owe you? Because the reason I
Mace
say that,
owes me $3 million. That's facts. I got the receipt.
Second album, you gave money to do a second album, never delivered.
Did the album, never delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go back and forth with Mace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth.
DJ Envy's such a hater, man. He's such a hater. Did you hear that? Oh, you gave him $3 million for a second album. He ain't never give it to you. He's such a pick-me. Were you picking up for Angela Yee since she left? That is the most pick-meest energy I've ever seen. Let's just finish this clip out.
For nobody. I'm just gonna, if I'm here, I'm gonna speak up for myself. I'm gonna speak up for myself now. You know what I'm saying?
What would the lot say?
Like I spoke to the lot. Yeah, I told the lot. They gonna help me clear it up.
Yeah.
They know. I mean, people. I mean, the truth going.
I'm so tired of Diddy. I'm sick of him. And DJ Envy. This message is for DJ Envy, which you'll probably never see it, but maybe one day somebody will slide this video over to me or over to you. DJ Envy. Let me close this out. This message is for DJ Envy. Why don't you just shut the fuck up sometimes? Ain't nobody asked you to co-sign all that extra stuff. Diddy ain't show you no receipts. Did Diddy show you the receipts? Did he show you the contract for that second album with Mace? Did he show it? Did he bring it to the studio? Or is it just what he said before he sat down and you hit record? Y'all make, that's why nobody liked the Breakfast Club. We didn't like it with Angela Yee, and we don't like it now. So you just gonna co-sign what this nigga said because he in the studio. Do you hear yourself? You sound messier than Jason Lee at this point. Just fucking ridiculous. Yeah, you didn't even see the contract. So how would you even know if Mace owed him $3 million? How do you know? How do you know that? And why are you co-signing something someone told you and did not prove to you? Y'all sound dumb. And then you got y'all, both of you and Charlemagne the God, got the fucking nerve to sit here and let him call that man a scammer, and you didn't even check him on it because y'all so fucking scary. Y'all the two scariest niggas on the internet. I swear to fucking God. I'm so sick of the fucking Breakfast Club. I'm so fucking sick of the Breakfast Club. Y'all will literally let everybody just say whatever the fuck they want to say and don't check shit. Y'all don't check shit and wonder why y'all get clowned on the fucking internet every fucking day. Every day. Every day. I see at least one person retweeting fucking Charlamagne getting stole on by Lil' Kim's people, because that's how you act every fucking day. You gonna let this nigga sit here and say, oh, he a scammer. And you don't got the fucking brain to be like, oh, well, why do you think that? And where are you getting that information from, Diddy? That he's a scammer. Where'd you get that from? Do you have proof of that? You said you have receipts. Can you show them to us? Do y'all not know how to conduct interviews, or has the money gotten to your big ass fucking head, Charlamagne? Get this nigga off the internet, man. Get this nigga off the radio at this point. I'm so fucking sick of them. Angela Yee was right for leaving. She a coon too. She could go anyway, but she was right for leaving this raggedy ass show. Because y'all just gonna sit there and just like, okay. He's a scammer. I'm like, I hope Mace come into the studio like little baby did and just drop kick both you niggas. I'm so sick of it. Both of y'all. Y'all worse than fucking Deaf Noodles. Y'all worse than fucking Drama Alert. Y'all and people keep saying, women, y'all need to talk gossip. It's these niggas gossiping. It's these niggas gossiping. These niggas are running the gossip train. Y'all not getting it, or y'all just wake up. These niggas are running gossip circles like bitches and dominating it, and they're always off and wrong, and no one checks them because they're a man, and that's not gossip. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You want to say that twice? These niggas are running the gossip circuit. And when you would think that gossip is a woman's game, right? Because we do it so good and we're so slick with it. You got niggas like Harvey Levin, even though he does it right. You know what I mean? You got the fucking Breakfast Club, because that's Breakfast Club ain't nothing but tea. It ain't nothing but a tea channel. You got Steve Harvey Morning Show. You got D.L. Hughley. You got Ricky Smiley. Should I go on? You got Drama Alert, right? Covering all of YouTube. It's these niggas who are sloppy. And somehow, all the bitches getting sued. All the women getting sued. All the women bloggers getting sued. But don't nobody want to fucking sue Charlamagne. And don't nobody want to sue DJ Envy. But y'all just gonna keep letting women get sued, label women gossip queens, tea channels, and it's these niggas out here fucking sucking P. Diddy's dick and not checking him when he is delivering to them tea that they should be correcting the moment it rolled out of that nigga's mouth. I'm so sick of these niggas. I'm so tired of them. I'm tired of the Breakfast Club. Okay. Oh, and Joe Rogan, because I forgot that nigga too. Joe Rogan is one of them. I'm so tired of the Breakfast Club. I'm tired of these male-dominated gossip channels and how they just get to fucking cascade away, and every female blogger is shaking in her fucking tampon because they're afraid to get sued. Every female blogger is not me, because we're not dumb, but every other female blogger is terrified to get sued, even though it's the men out here acting like a bunch of fucking tea queens. I'm done. Look, that's all we got. That's all we got for Nosy Bystanders Live. I see your super. Thank you guys for your super chats. You do have to, because honey, we need it. Okay. This is from Tree. What's up, Tree $? Said, think of the messiest person you know, and I bet it's a man. Messy. I feel like this is the perfect final note to leave the show. Think of the messiest person you know, and I bet it's a man. Y'all, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for listening to me rant and rave. We'll be back for the after show on TikTok. I feel like getting my live stream banned tonight. So we'll have the live show tonight on TikTok at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. All right. See you guys later. Okay. Bye-bye.